right, we are back on the Hampton Road Show. Since it is the dog days of summer, we figured it would be very fitting that we have someone in our kitchen who knows a few things about what dogs like to eat. This is Liz King from Working Dogs Bakery in Suffolk, and she specializes in making treats for dogs. And you've brought a couple of examples of the great birthday cakes that you make.
Right.
And the first thing that you were telling me during the break is that your ingredients are not that far from human ingredients, with a couple of adjustments to make them a little, healthier for a dog.
Well, I mean, the big thing nowadays is you don't want all the preservatives in your dogs and all the stuff. And the reason I even got into this is because I found a biscuit that had probably been behind my freezer for 3 years. It's still sitting there. Doesn't make me feel real safe, you know.
Right.
So these are all human ingredients. The difference is my flour has no preservatives. I actually order it and have it shipped to me. I don't add preservatives. My preservative is a refrigerator, and I try to keep it as natural as I possibly can.
Right.
Nothing, unless your dog has a specific allergy. I mean, I use honey rather than sugar. So I've tasted everything. It's totally eatable. It's just not as sweet as you are used to having.
But I mean, a dog doesn't have this like a super sweet tooth like a person might.
Dogs will eat anything.
Right.
But no, they don't have that
it doesn't
specific.
have to be. They'll love
like
this cake.
This is a beefy bone cake, so it's made with dog beef jerky, and so it's like a pound cake. So they smell that one coming, and they just really love that.
Yeah.
But they just love it. People want to give their dog something special, and I try to provide that.
So tell me about the cakes that you brought in today.
This would be the beefy bone. It's like a pound cake, but it has dog beef jerky, which doesn't have all the chemicals in it, and so they smell it. They can smell when it's coming.
I'm trying to give a nice close-up so folks can see the top of that.
I made one of these for the guy that owns a dog daycare thing. He said the dog's about knocked him over when he walked in the door with it, so they really love that one. Then I also offer a carrot cake. Or a carob cake. Carob is a substitute for chocolate, so it will not hurt your dog.
Because they're not supposed to have chocolate.
Right. I mean, yes, it can be deadly, especially dark chocolate. So I offer that, and then you can get this. This is a new one I just came out with. I try to do some specialty cakes that are a little bit different. I do regular round cakes.
Yeah.
But I try to come up with something special. So this is my newest one. This is a tennis ball cake.
That is great.
This is all edible. Those are cupcakes that have been carved and put on there.
And you said a customer came in and you just said, what's your favorite toy?
I said, what's your dog's favorite toy? And I said, let me see what I can come up with. So, I mean, she had bought this is a half tennis ball cake. She bought that several times. So I did this for her, and she was just tickled to death. She's just taking pictures to everybody to show this cake to them. So, and then this is a half tennis ball cake, which I haven't completed yet, and I'm going to do that here, I hope. And again, you can get your variety, whether you want carrot or carob. Some people prefer carrot because it's a vegetable. The carob is, think devil's food. So, and I can also have a carob icing, so it's like chocolate cake with chocolate icing. What more do you want?
Nothing. That's it. That's great. You want to show us how you're going to pipe that in?
This is 2 cakes that I've carved and put together. I've already done the design. I mean,
so you just basically kind of dug out a little channel
by
for what
eye,
like
and this is not going to be all that pretty because I'm doing it here and not at home, and and the dogs don't care, you know.
Tell me about the name of your bakery.
Well, Working Dog Bakery began because I have Bernese Mountain Dogs, and they are of the working breed.
And that's your dog that's in the corner?
That is River. That is our little girl. She's right at 1.5 years old. And they were my taste testers. I started, like I said, because of my dogs, because I started realizing that some of the stuff you buy at the stores really it's not all that good for them, you know. I mean, you buy it and there's nothing wrong with it. My dogs ate it for years and nothing happened to them, so I started experimenting, and my daughter and I did she did most of the research, and we just started playing with recipes, and some of them worked really well, and some of them, my oldest Bernese Mountain Dog was my ultimate taste tester, and the rest of them would eat cardboard if you put them on the floor.
Yes, some of them are goats.
Oh yeah, but Tally, if she didn't like it, she'd spit it out and look at me like, don't do that again, and I wouldn't make that again.
Wow.
So she was my ultimate taste tester.
She'd send you back to the drawing board.
Absolutely.
Tell me about, the kind of person that comes in and buys a birthday cake for their dog, because I promise you, while there are people like me who think this is the best idea I've ever seen, there are some out there who say, come on.
Well, most people that will call me when they find me, they go, I don't believe I'm asking you to do this, right? Or one lady, she goes, please God, tell me you do birthday cakes for dogs. I said, yes, I do. They just love their dogs, and they are part of the family. They want to celebrate with them as much, and it's a big deal. They have parties. They have invitations going out. It's amazing to me what they will come up with, and I'm there to help you out. You know, I'll do whatever I can.
understand that love.
Yes, absolutely. You're talking about how many dogs you have. I have 5.
Right now, really? Right now?
Bernese mountain dogs.
5 of those beautiful dogs?
Yeah,
Oh, lucky.
and don't yell, I have had rescues. In fact, I have one rescue right now. A rescue we had for 5 years died a year ago.
I'm sorry.
And one of them I have is a second owned dog. So yes, I have new ones, but I have ones that need homes too.
Sure.
So, but they're a great breed. I love all dogs. All my dogs before I got into this were pound puppies, you know, or street dogs. So I have done my penance. I'm not just, getting dogs that
Well,
are
I think
expensive.
when people really love a certain breed and they go through responsible breeders, it is different than, we've had terrible investigations here where people are selling puppies on the side of the road out of a truck, and, it's not a good thing.
The big rescue that I lost, he was a puppy mill dog, and he was born with one of his hips wasn't even in his socket, and he had surgery before he was a year old, So, but I want to do for dogs. I love dogs.
Yeah.
That's just, I have kids, they're out. They're gone. I have dogs now, so.
Well, it shows. The love shows in the things that you do, and when we come back into the kitchen, we'll tell folks more about how they can find you and place their order.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.